Okay, week 24. It's really been 6 months? I guess it has been 6 months since we started this process. So, anyway, this week I started to do drywall. I got, you can see right there, that's fast setting mud to fill gaps. And then we go back with normal mud for everything else. I was going to do that, but I was picking up some stuff at Lowe's yesterday, and I remembered that I needed to pick the ceiling fan for the living room. And then it dawned on me that there's no outlet. There's no box. There's no nothing for the ceiling fan here. Somehow or another, I completely forgot to put one in. I mean, thank God I figured it out now before we started finishing everything, and I had to go back and cut stuff. So what that means is I have to put the box in, and then I have to run the power back down to the switch over here. Absolutely amazing. I think I may even have a switch on the other wall for this thing so it can control from both sides. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that one out and see what I did. But then I'm going to have to fish the wire through. So it's a good thing that on the other side of this wall right here, the drywall's not finished yet, because then I can get to the top up here where the wire will be. Anyway, so we'll do that, drywall. And then once we finish getting that power in, then I need to drill the hole for the exhaust fan for the fan. And then I'm ready for that. The Lowe's delivery is on the 18th, which I think is Wednesday. Anyway, and then, so that means that after we finish putting the power in here or for the fan and getting that thing, then what we'll do is we'll start filling some of the larger cracks and crevices here with fast drying mud, so we can move on. I'd like to get drywall completely done this week. I always have big goals. We'll see. Anyway, there we go. Okay, end of day one. Find a good spot to quit, so here we go. Okay, so I filled in all of the gaps with the quick setting mud. Basically, that was all the lines crossed here, a couple of them across there, and then here and there across that. I did that. And then went ahead and filled them all across here. Then once I got all that done on both sides, then I started mudding. So I mudded all the butt joints on the ceiling. There, and through there. Either that's a good joint or I missed one. No, that was a good joint. Okay, good. So, I did have, there are 2 joints up there, 3 joints up there. So I got to get that one, and to finish out that one. So we'll get that one done. But up and down on the ladder is a pain in the butt. So anyway, that's that. It takes a little while to get back in the habit of knowing how to tape in mud. And for me, it takes a little longer to get back in the habit of just, how much I know. So we'll see. Tomorrow we'll back at it, mudding and taping. We'll get the ceiling done. When we get the ceiling done, I'll be so happy because you get off the ceiling, up and down that ladder. So anyway, that's it. That's it. Right? Anything else? Anything else to add? Okay, that's good enough. Thank you. Forgot to mention that I got the bathroom fan and the exhaust punched through. There we go. So we're all set there. And I got the outlet up there for the box up there for the ceiling fan. Those accidental holes that I had right here, amazing. Stuck the wire in there, couldn't find it all the way down here, but all of a sudden it just came out of one of those holes. Made it easy to at least get from there halfway and then come down to here. So, and there it is there. So we're all set now with the the ceiling fan. So, yep. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, day 2. It's a drywall day again. It's gonna be a drywall week. If I can get the ceiling taped. Now it's time to get the horizontal joints done. So we'll work on that and see where we go from there. So the quicker we get off the ceiling, the better up and down that ladder. Anyway, here we go. Okay, end of day 2. Wow, talk about a pain. Okay, so everything in here has got its first coat. I just finished that up there. It's still wet. Everything in here has got its first coat, except for this long joint and this long joint. So I'm still not sure if I'm gonna tape and mud that and worry about it, or if I'm just gonna put the trim over it that I want to do. Bedroom still has to be done. We'll do that tomorrow. This room is done. And the mudroom still needs to be done. But I'm kind of holding off on it because of these 2 pieces of drywall that need to go in. But we'll do that. Is that your spot? I sure hope that drywall mud behind you is dry. Or you'll have a skunk line. So Lowe's will deliver tomorrow with that drywall, and we'll be able to finish that. And then I'll finish everything with 1 coat tomorrow. Then the question will be, what am I going to do with the walls? I'm pretty sure that I want to put some sort of texture on the walls. I'm just not sure about the ceiling, if I want to texture the ceiling or not. So I'll just have to think on that one for a little while, figure out if that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's it. Day 2. Oh, with drywall. Hate it. Oh yeah, and while I was down there doing drywall, this was happening over here. This is the forms for the shop that will get poured. Clearly we're, down on the ground here and up there, so they're going to have to backfill that a little bit on the dirt on that side so we can keep the concrete inside the forms and not outside the forms. But all the steel's here, everything else, so maybe this will get poured this weekend, or this week. It's supposed to rain on Sunday, I think, so anyway, see when that happens. Okay, end of day 3, Wednesday. So everything has got a good first coat of mud on it and is up. Got the other drywall done. It's green because green board, it's mold resistant, water resistant, so it's bathroom, but I was already ordering that, so I just added a couple of sheets to it. All the Ceiling, walls. The only thing I really have left to do is I didn't pick up any edge trim for drywall, so I needed to edge trim because this doesn't get a normal door. I'm going to put a sliding barn door on this, so this opening is finished opening, so I need to get some corner trim for that. And I probably will get corner trim for that, just so it's nice and clean and crisp, which means I'll need to do that side too. I don't think I need to do that one, so I think I'm okay there. Doors. Just dawned on me that I bought 2 doors and I actually need 3. Okay, well that was good. Anyway, all this is done here. Done. Then the bathroom needs to be done. And then there's the bathroom. That's the tile, the mastic, the edge, and the hardy board, the tile board for the back. There's the rest of the drywall. The lattice stuff underneath it is for the bottom of the deck, and the plywood below that is for here and the front porch. There's 2 doors, and again, I just realized I need 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no big deal. Anyway, so that's it. Tomorrow, let's see, that's the last tub of mud. So, I either got to get more mud to do the second coat, or work on the bathroom. So I'll figure that out tomorrow, right? Which one you want to do? No, you don't care? As long as it's not as hot as it was today. 93 degrees. Almost no breeze. It's September, for goodness sakes. How about we get some decent temperature? Anyway, that's it for the day. Back at it tomorrow. Okay, end of day 4. I just got back. I went and ran to Lowe's to pick up some more mud for the next coat. But glad I didn't use that water for drywall today. Maybe that gives it a flavor. Anyway, everything got a good sand. That sander is amazing. It does get heavy as shit though, especially doing the ceilings, but still much better than that. With the ceilings, I just unplugged the vacuum cleaner and sucked it up, sometimes literally, because it's just too much with the hose on there. You can't hold it. Anyway, everything's first coat's really smooth, so looks really nice. I looked at trim, and I'm absolutely going to make my own crown molding, some simple crown molding and baseboards. I'll do all that though after I move in and once I get the shop set up, because I need to get my table saw set up so I can cut. Anyway, like I said, everything got last coat, except for a couple places that I completely missed drywall screws. I don't know if you can see in here, it's kind of dark. It's really dark. There's like a whole line of drywall screws right there I missed. So anyway, I'll get those. And then tomorrow, everything gets another coat of mud. I was gonna just start that first thing in the morning, but I went to Lowe's, got mud. I forgot the metal edging that goes on here. So I need to get the metal edging for that doorway, and then up above. Probably do that one too. Anyway, so that's it for the house. We'll go look at the shop. Okay, so here's the shop. It's 20 by 25. I bought a prefabricated metal building that they'll come out and build on once the slab is poured. That's why we ran water and power right there. This is actually where the shop door will go, and then right here on this side will be a normal man door. But they poured the footers today, all the way around, dumped the extra concrete there in the back, which is fine. Just got to remember that if I ever want to run any lines outside, never run it out of that corner. We're good. So then they have to fill this with up to just to the level. They need to, because you can see that's a 4-inch slab. So they need to fill it up here with gravel. Gravel. So they'll do that hopefully tomorrow. It's supposed to rain this weekend, so we still need to get another concrete truck in here. So hopefully this guy gets over here, gets this gravel in here tomorrow. That's Friday. It's supposed to rain on Saturday. And then we'll see. We'll go from there. So once I get the floor poured, then I can call the building company and send them a photo of the slab. They want to make sure they actually have a slab. I guess they've had plenty of people who said they're ready and they really weren't. And then I can start the process of waiting for my building to arrive. So 20 by 25 should be up in a day. So that's it. Oh, when the shop's done, then I can start emptying this into the shop and into the house. That way I can get the table saw done and we're back to trim and everything else. So yeah, it's like do this before you do this, before you do this. Yeah. Metal barrier that I needed done. Got the top done up there. And then I went around and got all of the butt joints. Those are the horizontal or the vertical pieces. Got those done. The vertical joints. Got those done as we went through. So I got those entire of the house. Everything is good. Basically widen the joints out so you can't see those. Pretty happy with those. We'll see how that goes. And then they came and poured the slab for the shop. So we'll go look at that. Okay. Then they got the slab poured. That's a combination of they seal the top of it with diesel. Just spray the top of it, and then it rained, so that's why it's a little slick on top. But yep, there's the foundation. Told the folks that are going to build the building, the shop, that it's ready. So that's about 4 weeks out. We'll go from there. They'll strip off everything tomorrow, Monday, something like that. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, end of day 5. Okay, that's it. End of day 6. End of the week. Everything has got a second coat of drywall mud and is ready for sanding on Monday, or it will be once it all dries. Everything done there. That's a dark room. Then I went ahead and trimmed out a bunch of the insulation here, getting this ready to put the green board in here. That's the shower pan. So I'm getting that all ready. That'll happen next. So that's what we'll do. That'll be it. Get some more of the stuff out of here and then clean this off. I did have a couple of questions after the lagoon. Someone asked, how do I make sure it doesn't freeze? So, clearly this part is all underground, so it wouldn't freeze even if it had water in it. The lagoon itself, we just don't get that cold for it to freeze over. And then the pipe sticking out, it doesn't have water in it constantly, so there's nothing to freeze. It just has water in it when you're flushing the toilet or you're running the shower or whatever you're doing, and it's all downhill, so the water doesn't sit in it at all. And then I had a question about what happens if somebody falls in. Specifically, what happens if there's a little kid wandering through the forest? Well, To tell you the truth, this did happen. And this. But the most shocking was this.